Um, this is my last song, I think, because I'm feeling very sick, and I don't know what's happening to me. I just feel sick. My favourite song was Walk Alone, and I'm going to try sing it because really my body's not able to keep up with what I'm going through. And I had a tough, we say, 8 years at most since Marie died. And I try to keep myself company watching the old PC, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, old films, movies, music. I lost my old job in May, the 11th of May, which I shouldn't have. It was totally wrong on behalf of Civic Trust. It was totally wrong because I ended up in court over something stupid, and they heard about it and they sacked me. It broke my heart. It broke my heart what happened, because I was drunk when it happened and it shouldn't have happened. I've been criticised, abused since this happened. I'm not very well since it happened, because I feel people are ignoring me. They won't look at me, and up the street, down the street, anywhere in the street. I was born in 1956 in my mother's house. Most of you know where that is. And it was good years. You know. I grew up a kind of an unusual boy, a different kind of boy, silent, quiet. Played his bit of rugby, but I used to like the crack. I used to like. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my younger years because it might upset a few people, but it was hard. It was hard enough after 16 years of age. I ended up in the mental hospital at 21 years of age. I spent 3 to 4 months in there without getting out. I even escaped out the place. And it was very, very tough. I seen things I shouldn't have seen before, but also I met people, I met lovely people who were sick like myself, and I had relationships with a couple of people, females, with people up there, and we get on fairly well, and I met good people up there, and I met my Marie up there. I wouldn't hasten to say otherwise, and she was lovely. We spent 16 years together, which I know it was hard enough, because I wasn't stupid or anything. I was bright enough. Marie was kind of sicker than I was, but I knew that. But I also knew she had a heart of gold, and she was an angel in her own way. They said anyone in heaven to her. We had our little arguments, we had our little fights, and she'd go off to the pub and I'd stay at home, and she'd go off with our friends, and I'd leave her out, and we go out too and have a few drinks, and but she always wanted a child from me, which couldn't happen, and she got very sick with a stomach bladder, or stomach problems, and she had to have a little surgery in her stomach to have her bag removed. This was hard on us both and her family. And then I remember her when she was inside the regional, and I brought her out, and she was on the operating table, and she came off the operating table, and her eyes were closed, and I came in to visit her with her sister, Bernie, which has also died. And I held her hand, and I had 2 rings in my hand. One she bought me a while back, and she felt the ring, and the ring, she felt it kind of opened, it woke her up, you know, that kind of way, because she was very sick, she was dying actually. But she recovered from that anyway, and we got on a bit better, and she had the bag, and the bag was a bit of a nuisance to us all, you know. I won't tell you why, you probably guess. Oh, Jesus, I have lots of memories of Marie. Good memories. But anyway, on Christmas Day, my brother Johnny came up to the house, and he had to go away to Pride the next day for his son's engagement. So we had a good day, the happiest day I can imagine, that I know, like, not imagine. And we sang when John brought up a few bottles of wine, a few beers. But we had a good crack. She sang Goodbye Johnny, dear for him. And he went out, Johnny sang a song, and I tried a song, but anyway I didn't do so good. But anyway, that night we went to bed. Or that day, my brother said to Marie, she says, "You made a man out of me." Oh, my brother. Did I? Says she. Did I? And the next morning when she woke up, and these were the last words she said to me, and that was St. Stephen's morning, about 9 o'clock. She said to me, "Did I make a man out of you? You did, love, true for you. You know," and she was smiling. She was beaming. I could see the eyes of the smile. But anyway, we had a fag, and I went into the other room, and she went to the toilet, and I heard this croak, and I thought she was getting sick. She said she had pains in her head, but I didn't take another towel to drink the night before, yeah. And anyway, I heard this croak, and I came out, and I just caught her by the 2 arms, and I see her eyes go up in the air like that. Immediately I nearly fainted. I rang my brother, he came up, I rang the ambulance, went over to the neighbour across the Rose, good neighbour. She's gone out of Ballanty now. I wouldn't blame her. She was, things happen. And the ambulance was called, and I came out. Oh, Jesus. Went to St. John's. My brother drove me in. But I remember that day as well. It was heartbreaking. The doctors were asking me questions, and Johnny put his 2 arms around me. I'll talk you, and we rang up their family, and rang up whole family, everyone's family. And Johnny went away with a tear, and I'll talk to you. You know what I have to do? I have to go over to Prague. But we kept in touch while he was over, and the funeral went off well. Dressed up. But she has a daughter. Marie has a beautiful daughter, Pauline. And we got on well. He used to call down to her. She lived down there, down the road in Toomagate, and we used to call down, and I even called down, and they drank a few beers and had a crack as well. But anyway, I was at home on my own. This is now about 2 weeks after Marie died, and I felt this loneliness, this unbelievable loneliness that went through my whole body, my head, everywhere. And it stuck with me ever since, and I still have it today. I tried to look for girls, I don't know, either women, whatever, to have a relationship, but I can never feel the same love that I had for her, and it hurts. It hurts. I know things happen. You get over it, but it's hard. Why I'm saying this to all of you, because you're my friends, and I'm pretty sick at the moment. My brother's pretty sick too, but they don't know. But I feel I won't be doing this anymore, and it's hard to say. I don't know what's going through my head. The doctors can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. But I'll just sing this song, Walk Alone. As you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and a sweet silver sound of the Lord. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, and know your dreams are tossed and broken. Walk on, walk on, with hopes in your heart, and you never walk alone. You never walk alone. From my friends, my dear friends, my family.